The trigger slipping away. Between the spaces in your room, the light breaks through and it shines on you before I let you go. Between the spaces in our lives, as the basic soul that's reflecting my hope, if you would let it go. Hiding your eyes, no surprise, you never mentioned your name. You told me we'd be fine, but you were running away. And if we were falling apart, then I would leave it with grace. And you'd stay on my side, so trigger slipping away. Between the footsteps in the home, while I count them slow, and I wanna know who it is you're running to. Between the fire in your eyes, as a silent flea that's still reaching to me, and you still pass me up. Hiding your eyes, no surprise, you never mentioned your name. You told me we'd be fine, but you were running away. And if we were falling apart, then I would leave it with grace. And you'd stay on my side, so trigger slipping away.
Okay, konnichiwa and yasas and hui mida. This is Faye Morgana, and I am here with some more Duolingo lessons and a little bit Clozemaster. And we are gonna start with some Japanese lessons. And so I finished Food 3 last night and started Directions 1. Okay, so actually, did I read these tips? I don't remember if I did. Yeah, we did. Actually, no. We started this yesterday. We started Directions 1 yesterday, actually. Alright, so next lesson in Direction 1. Which one of these is store?
店
Mise? Mise? Next.
コンビニを出ます
Konbini. What'd she say?
コンビニを出ます
Konbini o demasu. Konbini o demasu.
コンビニを出ます
O demasu.
で
Uh,
すり
I'm
お
leaving the store? I'm leaving the store, the convenience store. Convenience store.
銀行はあちらです
Ginko wa
銀行はあちらです
Ginko. Hi, Baka. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Sos Esperanto? Estoy bien. Namana. Cactula. ¿Qué estás haciendo?
銀行はあちらです
Portuguese? Namana. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna try and do a lot today though, Baka. I hope your brain is ready. Oh yeah, Catalan. Yeah, Catalan. Catalan is fun. It's divertido. And they speak it in Barcelona. Right? So I think if we go to Barcelona, you hear Catalan a lot. Voy a comer pelmeni. Oh. ¿Qué es pelmeni? Hold on. I forget what that is. Let me look it up. I'll just type it that way. Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah. These are so tiny. Difficult. Japanese is beyond me. I don't think I can memorize that many drawings of sheds and squiggles. Well, they originally come from Chinese, though. And they actually were supposed to be like pictures. They're really supposed to be like pictograms originally. There's a system to it. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Pelmeni. Baka, did you make pelmeni yourself? Or do you buy them? ¿Te gusta shawarma? Oh, me gusta shawarma. Sí. Yes, I love shawarma. We have Turkish food here too. But I actually had shawarma back in Toronto. Toronto has a lot of food. Toronto has, they had Chinese food, Greek food, Italian food, Indian food. Not too many Russian restaurants, actually. Even though there are, like, a lot more Russians in Toronto now. And then Korean, Japanese, I already mentioned Indian, right? Ethiopian. There used to be a good Ethiopian restaurant. And some Polish places. But, yes, Mediterranean and Greek as well. And shawarma probably like Turkish and Greek, so we had that. And hi, Mike. Dang it! Now I want kebab. Oh, Baka is eating right now. I guess he's having his lunch. He's having pelmeni, which is like Russian dumplings. See, They're like Russian dumplings. They look like, you know, the Asian stuff. They look like the East Asian dumplings. But, Baka, what do you put in them? Que pones al dentro? And how are you, Deathakale? How are you? You were studying, what were you studying? Were you studying German? I think you were studying German. I'm sorry I haven't been by your stream more often.
銀
Yeah, Ginko is bank. Ginko wa...
銀行はあちらです。
The bank is over there.
ち
What's Panchet from Czech Republic? I'm gonna have to do that today, I think. Studying German. Studying German Czech. That's what it was. Yeah. German and Czech. Andy is unfortunately not here today, but he usually he's been popping in, and he actually has been posting some Serbian stuff on the Discord. Panchet is Filipino. What is Panchet? Studying Panchet is Filipino food.
あなたのお部屋は向こうです。
I'll have to ask Havakit about that. And she's the local Twitch Filipino. Filipina. Oh, it's like fried rice. So fried noodles. It's just fried noodles. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty similar. They're all pretty much the same. You know, and then when I got to the Netherlands, I tried some Surinamese fried rice. And honestly, it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure I've made fried rice at home. Like, so, you know, like sort of traditional Chinese, Cantonese style fried rice. And threw in like some curry or stuff in my fried rice. And then when I came here and tried Surinamese fried rice, I'm like, wait. This is kind of like that. It's like taking Chinese fried rice and putting like Indian spices in it. Yeah, there's glass noodles in Cantonese food, actually. I don't think they know that. Hast du was gelernt? Mike, are you asking me or Deathakyle? Is it Deathakyle or Deathakale? There's glass noodles in Cantonese food. It's just the same to me. It's all the same. It's glass noodles. It's all noodles to me. Oh, this one looks like they made it a little spicy or wait, can't picture? There's glass noodles. Yeah, got you guys there. There's many different types of noodles. There's the rice noodles, there's glass noodles, there's shrimp noodles. Have you learned something today? Probably not, been slacking. Oh, Mike, do you know Deathakale? I don't know if I guess you were there on the Min. Yep, it's all noodles. Noodles of every kind. There's also shrimp noodles. Shrimp flavored noodles.
あなたのお部屋は向こうです。
あなたの I can't remember.
な
Your room? Your room.
向かい
Over there.
こで
Over there. He comes by when I'm streaming Duolingo. Mike? Yeah, okay, I figured. I think Tolkien is on everyone's Duolingo stream. So what are you up to, Deathakale and Mike? And Mike is everywhere. Yes, you are everywhere, Mike. I do see you everywhere. Don't you? You need to sleep though. When do you sleep?
道は向こうです。道
Road
向かい
is over there. Nichi? Sometimes I rush through these lessons and I forget to remember words.
道は向こうです。
Nichiwa Nikodes. But honestly, I don't really remember vocabulary using Duolingo. I need to use Anki or some other SRS system. I actually slept for long yesterday after 2 days of 5 hours each. I'm crazy. Filipino food now. Maybe I can bribe one of my mom's friends. I am sorry. I actually had Thai noodles the other day. Which is, again, very similar. Except Thai noodles, they use the rice noodles. Okay, let's stop talking about food. We're gonna get really, really hungry. Yesterday I went to bed at about 6:30 p.m., woke up at 11:30 p.m. Then I prepared for bed and it took over an hour to fall asleep, but I eventually slept until 7, so I got a lot of rest. Oh, that's good, Mike. That's good. So how is everyone today? Is everyone rested? And I don't know if Baka's ready to learn like more languages today. I think he said he was learning Catalan. And I don't know if he's still here. He might be just quietly lurking and listening.
店
Mise. Wait, mise? Wait. What?
道
Michi. Me entiendo bien. Yeah, you could say that. I don't think I've left the house in 2 weeks, so day-night is relative to me. I'm sorry. Actually, speaking of day-night, I sit by my window. I sit by my living room window, so I can actually get quite a bit of daylight with these huge giant windows that they have here in the Netherlands. So it's actually been kind of cool and overcast and windy again. But I remember those days. I started streaming because I wanted to set a regular schedule. One more day of normal school, then I think the only thing that's remaining is getting my final report card on Tuesday. Oh, that's cool. Mike, you said you're starting university next year, right? Being back in Florida, there's nowhere I really want to go. Really? Okay, so you live in Florida. Wait, what time is it for you there? Right now. Oh, it's morning. It's morning. You're 6 hours behind. Next school year, aka this year. That's cool, Mike. It's exciting. Kuchi?
口
Mise. Was it this one?
店
Mise. I thought you said Mise. 9:04 a.m. I'm never awake that early, you know? Unless I've been up all day unless I've been up all night playing a game or something. I've been trying to be very, very good ever since I moved here. I've been trying to set a regular sleep schedule. Because, I miss Toronto because we had a lot of places that were open all night. And it's less like that here. So I've been trying to really, I guess they're kind of really reinforcing the sleeping schedule here, because if I don't get up early enough, can't really do a lot of shopping and stuff, and there's not much to do at night unless I want to go to like some concert or club. I'm part of the awkward group of people in the world graduating from high school during Corona times, but we're basically past it, I suppose. Oh, you'll be fine, Mike. I'm sure you'll be fine.
向こ
Cool. My university actually went on strike during my last year, actually. The tenured professors went on strike. But most of my professors, because I was in business, most of them were contract anyways. So most of my classes went as normal. I had like maybe a sociology class where they basically said, okay, you can take the grade that you have now or try hand in a final later. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to take the grade now. Reason that I want to go is, number one, I have to drive. You don't want to drive? Oh, wait. My middle school was on strike at the start. Okay. And then, so we missed a week and a day, I think.
建物
Are they making you, like, catch up that, like, Do you have to make up the week in a day
コ
or
ンビニ
something?
はあちらです。
コンビニは
コンビニはあちらです。
the convenience store is over there.
あ、
I'm starting to remember some things.
Ah.
If I recall, this is like the formal way of to say over there. I hate driving now that I've been exposed to efficient public transport while in the EU. Oh, okay. So, wait. So when were you in Europe then? And so you just moved, and then you had to go back to the States. I have been driving for large parts of the school year. Finally got old enough to get a driver's license for cars. Yeah, I had a learner's license at one point, but never had access to a car. So my license expired and I just left it at that because I never needed it anyways. But I won't be driving while attending university. Okay. I think I just want a self-driving car and I don't have to be responsible for if there's an accident. I was in Czech from February to April. And then you went back. Ah. So that's why you were learning. Yes, I think I remember. I think I heard you on your stream saying you were learning Czech because you were in Czech Republic for a while. My visa-free stay was up. Yeah, okay. So what were you there for? Were you studying or something or just visiting?
道。
I don't remember. Okay, these two are the same. Iri.
入り。
I had a friend that is no longer my friend. I am so sorry about that. That can always be rough. Mise?
店。
It's this one. And
病院。
Byoin. I forget what that means actually.
向こ
Muko.
病院を出ます。
So where in Florida are you then? I think I don't know if you know Melangato. I believe she's in Florida too. Improbability field. No, I'm not a polyglot. I don't consider myself a polyglot. Well, I guess it depends on how you define polyglot. Some people, it depends on how you define polyglot.
病院を出ます。
I'm not really fluent in anything really except for English and basic Taishanese. From Greek to Japanese. I love Greek. I love Greek. It's really hard though. It's a lot harder than Spanish. How are you in probability field? And what are you up to today?
病。
Hospital. Yama.
病院を出ます。
Hospital. Wait, what?
で。
Oh, I'm leaving the
Ma.
hospital. Thought so. I am leaving.
ま。
Mas. I'm trying to remember the grammar reason for that sentence. I went over there because the girl I knew promised me she'd give me a stepping stone into Czech Republic and allow me to get my back fixed and we'd work together as close friends toward a better and healthier future. Mike, the only language I need to be fluent in is Dutch right now. It's the only one I'm trying to be fluent in. Well, and I just have to, I need to get better at, my own language just to talk to my mom, but that's just an ongoing issue. He's like, yeah, how's Chinese going? Zhongwen. In probability field, actually, I meant to ask you, do you actually speak Mandarin as well as English? The thing is, she wanted a committed relationship now, and I wouldn't give her that immediately. Oh, dears. Well, I mean, it seems pretty, I don't know, but it seems pretty committed if you move to another country for someone. I don't know what more, I don't know what else people could want. I mean, Mike. Seems good. Yes, in probability field. Do you actually speak Mandarin? Yeah, you... Wait, what? Wait. So yeah, my simplified... I'm not that good with Mandarin and simplified characters. No, I don't know. No, I believe you. That's why I'm asking. I don't think I ever asked you. Not knowing someone in person, I wanted to take my time. I finally finished contact, covering the possession and a lot of asking what people's phone number is. I feel that was a pretty reasonable. Yeah, usually. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, Nate and I were dating maybe like Nate and I were like officially dating for maybe a month, and then I moved in with him. Because I was at his place all the time anyways. So my Microsoft Pinion has started recognizing the question with different pronouns. 你的电话号码是 Yeah? Wait, what? It's only supposed to be what is your phone number, right? Czech is a cool place anyway. Yeah. Did you like it there? Yeah, you liked it there though. I'm sorry you had to move back.
道は向こうです。
道は
向こうです。
Let's see if I can type this, people. 道は What?
道は向こうです。
I don't think that's right. Michi-wa. It's Michi. She's saying Michi, right? Michi. Which one was Michi? Michi-wa.
店
No, it's saying Michi-wa. What?
道は
Okay, Michi-wa. Michi-wa. This is what I've been telling people. Every other Chinese person is like, why don't you speak Mandarin and why can't you read Chinese? I'm like, hey, first of all, my parents left China in around the 1950s. They had already moved to Canada and settled. And then they had kids and they had me. I was born in Canada. We learn English and French. So we don't speak, my mom does not speak Mandarin. My whole family does not speak Mandarin. We speak, my mom speaks Taishanese and Cantonese. And I predominantly speak Taishanese with my mom. My parents, my dad and my mom spoke Taishanese with each other. My grandmother, my mom's mom, my grandmother spoke Taishanese with the rest of our family, yes. And both my mom and dad spoke Cantonese outside when we went to Chinatown. And a lot of my relatives speak Cantonese. So I have a lot of exposure to Cantonese that I could probably recognize some things in Cantonese, but not complicated things. But Mandarin is a whole different thing. Mandarin is just not. But you probably wouldn't recognize, you might not recognize some of the things that my family would say. Because there's some things my mom would say. Well, my mom would say things like, Ha chong chat nga lai min Jacksam. And okay, yeah. So I didn't grow up with Mandarin. In fact, I didn't really know about Mandarin until I got older, and I didn't really know the difference between Taishanese and Cantonese until I was a teenager. And I didn't really know about Mandarin until I was practically in university, because at that point they were teaching Chinese classes that were Mandarin and not Cantonese. I loved it there. I thought so. No, I was raised Chinese. Hey! I was raised Chinese. I was raised Chinese Canadian, but it's Taishanese Cantonese. I can speak some French. J'ai grandi en apprenant le français, mais je ne le parle pas. Wait, what do you call Cantonese? Wang Kara? Have you been learning Chinese for? She's probably she's from China, so yeah, she probably speaks Mandarin. Yes, that is right, Defakale. That's why Cantonese isn't taught widely. But I actually read this recently on Wikipedia somewhere that at one point, like historically, when the Chinese government switched over and they were starting to settle down, they had a vote. They actually voted on this. They voted for which language they should teach in China and have as the official language. So I think it was like by 1 or 2 votes. It could have been Cantonese. They voted Mandarin. They voted Mandarin predominantly because Beijing is the capital. And it's in northern China. And Mandarin is spoken in northern China predominantly. So it was either. Mike speaks Norwegian, English, and German and he's learning Spanish. Yes, Norwegian by being Norwegian. English is mandatory at school, and he chose German. Yes. Right now, I'm self-teaching Spanish, mostly through Duolingo. Yes.
道は向こうです。
Me gusta el español. Okay, what did they say here? But it's alright in probability field. You know, there's been some really ridiculous... I grew up with some really ridiculous things growing up, even from, like, other Cantonese speakers, because it's like, growing up, people from mainland China spoke Cantonese. They would call people like me Joksin, which they used it, derogatively. Just basically, they're saying, you're born overseas, so you're just really, a stupid Chinese person because you don't know enough Cantonese. But, it's really more, it's more like saying Chinese-born Canadian, or if you're American-born Chinese, whichever way. Can't remember which way we do it. CBC is basically like either Canadian-born Chinese or Chinese-born Canadian. ABC is American-born Chinese or something like that. But now, Chinese is just something I've messed with on Duolingo. I checked it out for fun. I've checked out Japanese and Korean earlier. Decided not to learn it in Eastern English. And Chinese didn't want to leave, though. Yeah, I grew up in Singapore, so I know English and Chinese, but not well. Can't really express myself very well in Chinese. I'm sure you speak Mandarin better than me.
道は向こうです。
I do know a little bit.
道は向こうです。
What is she saying?
道は向こうです。
向こうです。向こう。
向こう。
向こう? Was that 向こう? Did she say 向こう or 向こう? I can't hear her.
です。道は向こうです。
That's so cool. I actually met a girl back in Toronto. She was from Shanghai, actually, and she spoke Mandarin, of course, but she also spoke Shanghainese, which is I actually really like how Shanghainese sounds compared to all the other Chinese languages I know. And there actually is a Shanghainese course on here, on Mango Languages, that I went through, and I was like, oh my god, I really like this kind of Chinese better. I'm like, this is what Shanghainese sounds like. It's really awesome, actually.
Listen to the following conversation.
侬好，侬要喝啥？
侬要喝啥？
侬好，帮我点茶。
没问题。侬要吃啥？
我要吃小笼。
好的，今朝是年初一，侬要吃年糕伐？
好的，谢谢侬。
不要客气。
I actually really like this. 侬好，侬好。 Why does everyone have fancy mixes of their parents and their own nationalities except for me? Norwegian is superpower enough. Don't be greedy. Wait, what do you mean they're superpower enough? Sorry.
道は向こうです。
Nichiwa Muko. I can't hear her.
道は向こうです。道は向こうです。
Muko desu? Nichiwa. I can't figure out how to type that word. Next. Let's see. Isn't Norway the one with super screwed up mountain names? I don't know. I think that's Switzerland. I'm kidding. I'm kidding about the Switzerland comment. Iceland? No. Iceland is so small. How can they have too many? How can they have a lot of mountains? They only have one mountain, I think. How do I type this? I know how to. I don't know how to type this thing. Oh, why am I going all the way? Muko. Oh, mu. Ko? No. That's not right. How do oh, there it is now. But why is it? There it is. Wait, is that the name of the mountain? Yala Yoko or something. That's probably what it's pronounced like. Yala Yoko. Here, listen. Oh, it's an ice cap.
Eyjafjallajökull.
Oh, Eyjafjallajökull.
Eyjafjallajökull. Eyjafjallajökull.
Eyjafjallajökull. That's actually an interesting name. That's almost as tricky as that Welsh one. Mike, what's that Welsh name again? That Welsh one. I can't remember. It has a lot of flu in it, which I can actually pronounce because I speak Taishanese. I went to let me go back here. Sorry, no apologies, it's fine. I mixed I have lineage ranging from Ireland, Netherlands, Wales without an H, Greece, Turkey. Oh, Turkish. Well, that's interesting. But then again, if you have Greek and Turkish would make sense. Like together, if you had Greek ancestry, you could have Turkish, or if you had Turkish, you could have Greek, because of the long history between Greece and Turkey. I think Ireland, but then Ireland and Wales makes sense if you've got some from the UK area, but then you have a bit of Dutch. That's funny. I went to Norway's tallest mountain.
彼女は家を出ます。
Galdhøpiggen, which is 2,469 meters high on a class trip, but I got sick and had to go home. Oh no! Yes, we love this word. We love this word, everyone, but I don't think Google will pronounce it for me. Oh, will it? Slanferpult. Sunfire. Why does it sound so robotic? Son ver pul gun gils gokari huren drobus antisilio gokoch. I need more practice. Actually, I should save this because I need to practice it. I will get it right one day, just like the newscaster. I keep forgetting to save this one. I gotta save that one for later. But I think they don't actually see Sanfer Puls Gun Gils. If you guys do the Welsh course.
彼女は家を出ます。
彼女はshe
彼女は家を出ます。
家を出ます。家を。彼女はshe
家で
is leaving home. She's leaving home. Oh
彼
no.
女は家を出ます。
Well, my grandpa comes from the island that is now Lesbos. It was occupied by the Turks for very long. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god! Did it? Did Automod? Really? Automod didn't like the term Lesbos. Yeah, it's fine, Mike. Yes, they have that island in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You get to go there. It's actually amusing.
道は長い。道。
Road. Nagai? The road is... Wait, road... What's that character?
長。
The road is long. Road is long.
お店はそちらです。お店はそちらです。店。
The shop
そ。
is there. The shop is there.
どうやってこのお店まで行きますか？
どうやって。
どうやってこのお店まで行きますか？
どうやって。I forget what this means.
う。
How. どうやって。
やう。
How this.
どうやってこのお店まで行きますか？
How do I go to that shop?
こう。ま。お。
To this.
こ。お。で。き。
How do I go to the shop? Is what they want. How do I go to this store? Sorry, store. Why can't I say shop? Okay. My grandpa's family came from the city Mytilene. Mytilene. Where's Mytilene? That's on Lesbos? Grandpa's family. Yeah. Yeah, if you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you get to run around the Greek islands. It's kind of fun. Oh, it's really fun too, because now I'm forgetting, because I played so much of that game, and she swears in the game. When he immigrated from the island, it was still Turkey. Oh, okay, it was still Turkey.
コンビニは向こうです。向かい。
Convenience store is over there.
お店はあちらです。
お店は the store is over there.
あ、お店。
Okay, next. That's very interesting, actually. That's cool. Have you been to Greece then? Have you visited Greece yet? I'm hoping to visit Greece when this coronavirus is over, because I now have some free time to do so, because I had some sick cats when I moved here. Like I had some old cats when I moved to the Netherlands. They were old. They're like 17 years old. So, but they both died now. So I'm like, okay, this is the plan all along, was that I would just travel anyways after. I would really like to reconnect with family. I don't know. Have you done a DNA test, Ethical? I've been to Rhodes, a Greek island, and Cyprus, a half Greek, half Turkish speaking country that is also on its own island. Yes, it is on its own island. Cyprus is nice. Those are actually really popular. Oh, I'm gonna do one more lesson of Japanese and then do some Greek. Dori.
Dori.
You only visit the Greek park, yeah. Thing is, the DNA test you can get though through, say, Amazon or not. You should just buy it directly from 23andMe. That's my recommendation. I know, like, people expect a lot of DNA tests, but it's only gonna, it depends on the company, you know, and like, 23andMe, I will say, is fairly accurate for me, except for the Chinese side. I mean, it's accurate about the Chinese, but it depends on how they define what Chinese is. So I ported my DNA over to a Chinese DNA website, which gave me some more insight into different ethnicities that are actually in China. And I'm actually, like, according to the Chinese one, I'm more like Southeast Asian than actual Han Chinese, which is really funny. But it makes a lot of sense considering where my family's from. I wouldn't buy from, I don't know why people bought from Amazon. I just buy directly from 23andMe. Plus sometimes you can get a sale or a discount on the 23andMe site. It is the best one, honestly. Yeah, 23andme.com. I actually haven't checked mine recently. It's been fairly accurate for me, and actually it's also accurate for Nate. They will probably get more accurate. That is true. That is exactly what I've been trying to tell people. They can only get more accurate as they get more data because of how they do the sample populations. And if you understand anything about genetics, well, you get about, you get 50% of your genes. You get 50% from each parent, but you also get 25% from each grandparent, and then you get blah, 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 from great-grandparent and then great-great-grandparent. It can only go so far back, and then it gets really diluted to like 1% when you go too far back. But it's good for going back a few centuries, a few generations. But yes, that is true, Mike. They will only get more accurate as they get more data because if they have limited data for a sample population, it's hard to pinpoint it. So the problem you have with something like, say, Welsh, like in Wales, it's such a small geographic area that it's really hard to get a really, really defined sample populations when there's a small, already has a small population. And I really don't know any of my family. The ones I do know here in the States, I don't want to know. I think some of us do have that problem too, Death Kyle. You have my sympathies. I understand that. I only know of relatives in Norway. I know Sweden is a bit out there, which is not surprising at all. Yeah. So I basically have with 23andMe, my DNA test results, I get a lot of matches in basically North America, Canada, and U.S. for sure. And I know I have relatives all over North America. I have a few matches. I have at least one match in the Netherlands. I have some in China still, and a few other places. I don't know if I can ever bother to take a DNA test. 100% Scandinavian. Yeah, that's what you guys think, but you'd be surprised, I think. I think you would be surprised. But it's really important for anybody from who aren't, I think it's really important for a lot of people who aren't from Europe, or like from Asia or whatever. Basically anyone from North America to South America and Australia need to do these tests because we don't know. Nate's honestly, he's mixed European, right? As is like I can see from Death Account, he's like, wait, what? And then with some Turkish and Greek mixed in with that. I think a lot of people are just hesitant because the DNA tests are a little pricey right now, but you can get them on sale. Nate and I got a 2-for-1 deal from 23andMe, so it wasn't too bad.
銀行に入ります。
And the reason why I recommend 23andMe for DNA tests is that you do a DNA test with 23andMe. It's pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy. Well, actually, sorry. MyHeritage had the cotton swab. That was easier to do. 23andMe, you have to spit in a thing, right? But the thing with 23andMe is that you can download your DNA test results. You can download all your genetic information, at least the stuff they've kept as the computerized version of your DNA results. You can download that information, and then you can go and upload it on, like, say, MyHeritage or some other DNA site that allows you to upload DNA information and get results from them. I mean, you might have to pay for some of them or some. I can't remember. I think I downloaded from 23andMe, and then I uploaded onto MyHeritage for free. Got the ancestry results for free, but I had to pay for like additional health reports if I wanted. Oh, Death Isle, that's probably way further than I've ever gotten with my family tree because my family is Chinese and the records kind of are really tricky to deal with. I think at this point I'd basically have to I'd have to go back to I'd have to find somebody in China to do the genealogy for me. I'd have to pay somebody in China to do the genealogy for me, but that also depends on whether or not I could figure out the actual Chinese names that my ancestors used, because with Chinese, well, you kind of have to Romanize the Chinese name into whatever language, and if you take a Chinese name and Romanize into English and then try to Romanize into Dutch, you're going to have a different name. And it also depends on which Chinese they were speaking at the time, which is probably, like for my family, it's probably Taishanese or Cantonese, not Mandarin. Thing is, the guy doesn't exist before 1821, so... Oh, Nate has that with one of his ancestors. It's hilarious. He's like, this guy just literally crawls out from a rock. I don't know where he comes from. But there's another side of his family tree that we managed to trace all the way back to Switzerland. So 23andMe was telling Nate that he had Swiss-German ancestry, and he said, that's weird, I haven't been able to find that at all. And that same day I went online and I went on, I think it was Family Tree, went on Family Tree, found one of his ancestors, and then actually somebody already had some information on that last ancestor that Nate had, and so we linked it. And I was like, Nate, I just found your Swiss ancestors, your Swiss-German ancestors. So that part of 23andMe was right. It was dead on. His family's from Switzerland, the German side. But yeah, he does have one guy, I think on his dad's side, that he traced back, and he can't get further back. It's hilarious. He's like, I can't get further back. I'm like, I can't get further back than my dad's mom because she didn't know her parents. Though he was a player, dude had 13 13 kids on different... This was... Oh, then you have lots of relatives, don't you? You probably have lots of relatives then.
銀行に入ります。
It's amusing. It's actually really amusing. The other thing I like about the DNA tests is the health reports on 23andMe were actually quite interesting because they'll tell you which DNA, like they give you information about your DNA and which way, like what is turned on or off on your DNA that may be associated with certain like health conditions or illnesses, or even like I think it's mostly that. I haven't been on there in a while. And then on the Chinese site that I had, which is weigene.com, they gave me information on things like vitamins, like which DNA were associated with like lack of, like with like not being able to absorb certain vitamins and minerals, which made sense for me because I've always had problems with like iron. I'm super hyper as a person, but I can get really, really tired, which I think is attributed to a low iron uptake in my system. So that stuff is actually really interesting. And actually, here in the Netherlands, there was a little exhibition about food. Actually, it was about food, but in that exhibition about food, they were talking about looking at people's DNA and figuring out the best nutritional diet for each individual based on their DNA, which I kind of assume you can do, or you may be able to do at some point, which would be really, really interesting.
銀
So,
入りまり銀
I entered the bank. I didn't say that. 13 kids from 2 different wives. I guess it could be worse. I mean, you could have had like 25 kids from 5 different wives. Thanks for sharing that, though. That's amusing. Dori, I can't remember now. Which one's Dori?
通り、
I think it's that one. Let's check.
料理、料理、運理、
Look, these are the same.
料理、料理、料理、料理、通り、運理、通り。
Okay, let's
さあ
finish
降り
this
ましょ
Japanese lesson. But yes, I think I think everyone should take DNA tests, and hopefully it'll get cheaper
うさあ降りましょう
because it'll only get better in terms of like accuracy. Or rather, a DNA test can only be as accurate as like it can only be as accurate in relation to how accurate the sample population is. There could be mistakes made because for their sample populations, they need to know that somebody was born and all their grandparents were of the same ethnicity. And if they make a mistake and say one grandparent wasn't actually of that ethnicity, you could have some errors. There's lots of reasons there could be an error.
さ
So, well,
こう
let's get off. That's what they're saying.
さあ降りましょ
Anyways,
う小
Japanese.
さな病院
I used to joke that maybe I was Korean because I did Taekwondo. But I'm not Korean, not part Japanese. Wasn't really expecting it to be. Or at least according to my DNA results, I'm not part Korean or part Japanese. I'm mostly like, if you were to split, you could possibly split China somewhere geographically, and you'd have northern Chinese and southern Chinese. And there's like, I guess like in Italy, I was told like even in Italy, Italian people, like the northern Italy and southern Italy, they're just a little different.
小さな病院
Jeez.
小
Small
Yamai.
hospital.
な院
Is the small hospital? A small hospital? Okay, yeah. I'll do a small hospital. That's just what they want. My dad's family was crazy. Actually accredited as being the first act of gang warfare using an airplane. Aren't these things amusing to find out, though, about genealogy? They're so amusing to find out. I would love to find out more about my families, but it's like, as it is, I just most recently found out a little bit more about my dad and his father. So I found documents for my dad, and I found out what ship he was on when he moved to Canada. Well, he landed in San Francisco, and then I guess he took some vehicle from San Francisco to Vancouver. Moonshine made dudes do crazy stuff. Oh dear. When was this? Was that like in the 1920s then? I think Nate found out that one of his ancestors got ran over by a cart. He didn't die, but got ran over by a cart or something like that. Can't remember exactly. I was like, wait, what? But I'm actually really jealous with Nate's genealogy because he can go pretty far back, especially after we found out about his Swiss ancestors. Ginkgo. Ginkgo.
銀行
Ginkgo.
道
Michi. I can't remember. Wait.
向こ
Muko. Oh, it's gotta be this
Dori.
one. Dori.
う病院
Yeah, they took a crop dusting biplane and dropped TNT in a rival moonshine distillery. Oh my god. This just makes me think of some of the Assassin's Creed stories. Have you played Assassin's Creed Syndicate? Maybe there were assassins. You ever played most of that? Oh, you have. Yeah, it's a fun game. I stopped after Assassin's Creed 3 and then because like everyone, I think like a lot of people, I felt like they were pushing the games out and they weren't as enjoyable. But then I played Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Origins, and then I had to go back and play all the other games because I was missing a lot of the story. And I was like, yeah, in retrospect, I don't mind all the other games. I mean, I think I enjoyed Black Flag the least with all the... I didn't enjoy the Navy battles in Black Flag. They were much better in Odyssey.
はじめに建物を出ます。
You felt superhuman in Odyssey? Were you playing on hard mode though? Because I played it on hard mode and I'm like, I don't feel like superwoman here. I feel like I'm squishy. I don't know.
は
Yeah.
じ
I felt squishy on hard mode. I
What?
don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but which is really weird because I can play other games. I played Uncharted on crushing mode. That was fun, but I used a lot of blind fire. It probably was my spec. I tend to play Assassin's Creed and try to do a true assassin run if I can, but then you know, I have to max out all the trees. I usually do like assassin first and then warrior. So it's probably my spec. But you know, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that I never look up online for like, you know, how people make like, you know, the ideal build for all the characters. I never look that stuff up because I don't want to play that way. Yeah, you do. It was, but you know, I still played it all on easy. It was just much more fun to play it on easy, because I think the way they made hard mode in Assassin's Creed Odyssey was the enemies just have more health than you, and you just have. So I don't play hard mode in those games. I play hard mode on Final Fantasy because it's more about tactics. I mean, I do feel squishy sometimes playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on hard mode, but I do think it's also about tactics. Yeah, though I think if you level up all of the archery skills in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you can do some crazy stuff on the open field battles with the archery build.
じ
Because you can target all your enemies at once and hit them. It was kind of funny. So that's what I was playing at towards the end. Because I maxed out all the trees already, and I had like archery challenges left to do in Odyssey. So with that, I was playing the DLC, so I just used the archer build. I ran around. I'm just like, warrior is just so. Wait, what? What do you mean warrior is just so broken? Oh, broken in a good way, you mean?
目、字、
I don't know. Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, I did use that ability quite a lot. I think they.
剣、で、ま、
First exit the building. First I exit the building. Okay, now they want you exit the building. There's no pronoun, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think, but yeah, the game was fun though. I played Syndicate, and Syndicate was really
彼ら
fun.
は大きな家に住んでいます。
So I went back and played the other games, and I actually think what was it? Not Rogue. What was the other game? Unity. Unity was actually interesting, sort of story-wise. Except I think the female, the main character wasn't quite as interesting. His girlfriend was interesting.
彼らは大きな家に住んでいます。彼、
They,
お、
they,
で、
they live in a big house.
な、家、住、
Yeah, they live in a big house. I remember the Medusa fight. Was that during the DLC or was that before the DLC? Because I wasn't streaming the original game because I played that when it first came out.
はじめに小さな銀行のそばを通り
I
ます。
remember the Medusa fight. You can't look at her. Yeah, it was the main star. I remember that fight. Yeah.
はじめに小さな銀行のそばを通ります。
Yeah, the minute she started to do the stone gaze, you had to go find some cover or get behind her or something.
字、小、
For a small bank. Small bank.
そ、
Wait,
No.
buy? This means
So-
buy?
ば、お、つ、
Okay, so first, pass by the small bank. I have a clip of me beating that fight. The rage was real. And that's why I was playing it on easy. Me raging is not really fun. People are telling me to go play Dark Souls, and I was like, I tried Demon Souls on my PlayStation 3, okay? You don't want to see me rage on stream. It's not fun. Oh, yeah. Yes, Mike. Can't remember how to pronounce that in Mandarin. Yes, where you're from, basically, or basically, it's literally you are what place person or what country person. We have Persona. I'm just like I'm really behind on games because of all the moving. Like I literally took like a year or a year and a half to get ready to move when I realized we were gonna move, because I got rid of a lot of stuff. And I scanned a ton of stuff. Like I had tons of paper lying around, and I scanned a bunch of stuff. And then after I got here, I studied like basically Dutch for 2 years, for the most part. Just Dutch. I just studied Dutch. You think I'd be fluent by now, but no. It's just there's no like I don't work. I don't have a job in the Netherlands, right? So there's no like real reason for me to like there's no way for me to practice it very, very much. But I definitely know a lot more Dutch than before I moved here. Interesting that you should choose to use which like that. Yeah, it's like which country. you are which country person is basically how they ask where you're from in Chinese there. Norwegian and German also use which as soon as there is any kind of... Yes, but that is pretty much proper in English, right? I mean, like, you can say, like, okay, the difference between saying what letter and which letter, right? In English is like, okay, somebody says, if somebody starts talking about a letter and you'd be like, and you don't see a letter anywhere, you just say what letter. But if somebody's talking about a letter but you see a couple of letters on the table, you'll say which letter. Yes. Well, English and Spanish use what when the selection isn't too specific now. Yeah. Technically, you're supposed to use which whenever there is a selection. Like, which language are you learning? But you can say what languages are you learning because it's not specific.
通りはあちらです。
Yes. We try not to overcorrect English speaker.
通りはあちらです。
Tori wa. But yes, Defika, I'll have to see that. I'll have to see that fight you have, the clip of you beating the Medusa fight. That would be funny. Give me some memories. Bring back some memories for me. We do have Persona, actually. Nate's played Persona. I watched Nate play Persona, but I'm really, really behind on games. So I'm starting with the newest game that came out and working my way backwards. But I want to play a shooter now, because the last couple of games I played were mostly just fighting.
通りはあちらです。
Toriwa.
通りは
Toriwa.
通りはあちらです。
Toriwa. Toriwa. Am I typing in Japanese? I don't know.
通りはあちらです。
Toriwa. No. Why am I not getting the right characters? Why? I'm not getting the right character. I feel so blind some days because I'm looking for this character and I don't see it. Don't see it.
通りはあちらです。
Is it Doriwa or Toria?
通りはあちらです。
Dori. Oh god, wow.
通りはあちらです。
Hachura. Hachura des. Hachura des.
小さな
No, that's not right.
通りはあちらです。通りはあちらです。
This is Ochi. Ochina.
小さな大きな通りはあちらです。あちら
Achura des.
です。
Can you link it? You can, why don't I just look it up? Let's see. I'll just go look it up. Oops. Was one of your clips you said? Or is it not on here? But, let's try. Okay. I mean, you can whisper it to me. Highlights? Okay. Yeah, go down. Okay. Oh, what is it called? I'll search it. I'll search the name. Do you know what the title is called? Let's try Medusa. Oh, there we go. Let's see this. Oh, sorry, volume's off. Oh, we gotta wait. How long was the fight? Wow, your video is really dark for some reason. Oh, there she is. Wait, is that the Medusa? Yeah, that is Medusa. I don't remember it being that dark. Foul language warn. Oh wait, where did the other enemies come from? I just remember fighting Medusa, I don't remember. Oh, I guess there were some random guys. Okay, where is she? Ouch! Yeah, that thing. She starts freezing. Yeah, you ran for the pillar.
This shit again.
Ouch, 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 yeah. You kind of had to stay behind her a lot, I think. Cause it's so hard, because she zooms around. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, behind her. Nice job, though. You almost got her. Just a little bit more. Oh, she disappeared. All that.
Is your bitch ass back here?
Yeah, she disappeared again. Oops. Yeah, you really have to avoid that damn little stone gaze. Whatever her ability is called. Mike? Chinese, the word for China is literally Middle Kingdom.
Oh,
it means
God,
Middle Kingdom.
Fucking whore.
Must have placed the artifact and transformed into that creature. I wonder how.
She was a pretty tough fight, I gotta admit. But I mean, if you read the myth, though, you gotta feel bad for her, man. Zhongguak. Sorry, I speak Cantonese. Zhongguak. I see that, I just go Cantonese, Taishanese. Zhongguak. What is it in Mandarin again? Zhongguo. Zhongguo. No rage was real. I'm sure I've raged worse at some of the games. We don't think about that anymore. How do I type this character?
通りはあちらです。
Tori. Sounds like he's saying Tori.
通りはあちらです。
And I'm not getting the right character, so I think I'm just gonna have to do this. Another one. I'll look that up after. It's gonna take me forever.
大きな銀行。
We all get that way, though, right? A big bank.
大きな銀行。
Oops.
大きな銀行。はじめに大きな病院のそばを通ります。
I think the controls in I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I do think the controls are a little kind of finicky with the fighting. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like it responds right away. Either that or you get stun locked pretty easily in Odyssey. Because I'd be like trying to parry and it just like it triggers like a second later or something. Yeah, they are pretty. Yeah. And the very first Assassin's Creed was like that too. The controls
はじめに大きな病院のそばを通ります。
were pretty painful in the first game.
は
And I still managed to get towards the end, and then I got the last fight where you had to like throw the guy and then jump on him, and then I was like, these controls are just not cooperating.
お
Big
病
hospital.
そ2
So pass by the big hospital. I'm just gonna do it this way. By the big hospital, because this is more like a command. Yeah.
大きな出口があります。
Okina, a big exit.
Ah.
There is a big exit.
で、お
There's a big exit. This actually kind of means import and export
口で
in Chinese.
大きな出口があります。会社に入ります。
Kaisha ni harimasu.
会
Office. I enter the office.
入り
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yay! I actually got perfect that time. Just with the help with the tapping. Okay, how do I... Oh, this means the street is in that direction. So how do I type this one? And I'm gonna switch to Greek next. Yeah, that's pretty much why. That's also another reason why I switched to easy mode, because I didn't like the controls very much. Even on easy mode, sometimes the controls were just like, "Arrgh, you're not helping me." Okay, Greek. I want to review Greek. Oh, stop breaking it. I swear they break my course, this thing, every other day or something, and they don't want me to finish the course. So there's that one. Okay. What is on this thing? I want to figure out how to type this. How do I type that? Dori. I thought I typed that. No. Oh. Ri. That's what I'm typing. That is... Jeez, where are you? Is it down at the... What the hell, man? You're telling me that's how I type it and I can't find it. I'm sorry. That's messed up. I can't find it. Because that's how you're supposed to type it there. It's not that. It's T-O... Tori. Yeah. What? Oh. So they wanted T-O-O-R-I. I was typing T-O-U-R-I. I don't think I could have guessed that one. Next. Street is in that direction. Oops, where am I? And this one, the road is over. Oh, that was the same thing. Dore wa? No, Michi wa. Michi wa muko desu. Muko desu. Okay. Alright. Well, hey, get Wang Xinchang. 王身上不是王身上不是中国人 Yes. Sorry, 王一翔 王一翔不是中国人 Yes, Dr. Wang isn't Chinese. Mike is busy learning. Mike is learning Mandarin right now, guys. Doing a good job. Okay, let's review some Greek. A couple lessons of Greek. And this will hurt my head too.
Αυτή είναι δημοφιλής.
Yes, it's all Greek to me, everyone. It's just Greek. It's Greek to me. They are bilingual.
Δημοφιλής.
No, popular.
Είναι αυτή.
They are popular.
Δημοφιλής. Αυτή είναι δημοφιλής.
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 Δημοφιλής. They are popular. So I'm trying to decide if we should do language guesser today or not, people, because of all the recent copyright stuff that has been happening. But I mean, as far as I can tell, I don't think language guesser shouldn't be a problem because it's an educational game about languages, and we're mostly just trying to figure out the language in the songs in the videos. So I don't know. Can't decide. T. Ine. She's my future wife. Yinika. Oh, but future. I need future. So I got Yinika moves right. Afti. Ine. And then Yinika moves right. Future is Melusa? What? That's really what they want me to say? One's an adjective, one could be the noun. Okay. Melusa. 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 I think there was a double L. Melusa. Okay, I kind of feel guilty now. I should probably do an hour of study. What, German? German or Czech? Well, I can always do some Czech for you if you want. I do have a Duo Says reward here. So there is a Duo Says reward as a channel reward. Wait, actually, sorry. I forgot to do something. Dethikel, I think this is the first time you've been on here. There you go, you have some cat whiskers. You need to see some Czech and German. I like studying languages. They are pretty fun for me. What, T? What was the word for popular again? Themophilus. 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 But then again, you know, if I've done my job, if I can keep you guys motivated to keep learning. Oh, do some. I did start the Czech course some while ago. I don't remember how far I got with it. Yes, you are American. You are Canadian. Yeah, you found Canada. 你是加拿大人。 Francis. What is popular? What is popular? What is important to him? Tiene. I don't know if this is right. Tiene. Okay. So they want me to say tiene cementico. Cementi. That's funny. Cementico is the word. Cementico. 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 Ja afton. Ja afton. You are nice. Ise. Oh, which you do I want to use? I could use the singular or the plural. But probably, yeah. Iste. Iste. I have to remember. Iste. Iste. No. I want. How would I do this in the plural? They want ise.
Ise.
Ise. But you can say iste. Oreos. Though I don't remember the plural form. Erg.
Oreos.
Ise. Oreos. Oreos. That's the singular one. What's the plural one now? Ise oreos. Yes, I am Canadian. Nate's American. Ore. I can just look this word up somewhere else, and then I can look. I want to look this up. I want the plural form. Oreos. Oreos. Dictionary? Canada. Yeah, you're Chinese and Canadian. Are you telling me I'm Chinese and Canadian? I'm Chinese by culture and ethnicity, but not by nationality, though. But I guess it don't matter. He's American. Getting good practice there, Mike. Oreos. Okay, declensions. This isn't Greek. It's all Greek. It's all Greek to me. I'm trying to make it less foreign. Declensions of oreos. I want the plural. Nominative plural. So let's say ore. It would be ore. Okay. So it would be iste ore if I want to say this in plural form. Right? Iste ore. Why does it mean beautiful though? Oh, it does mean beautiful. Okay. A living animal. Ina. Not Ina. Anna. Zontano. Zontanozo.
Τι ωραίο φόρεμα.
Τι
ωραίο φόρεμα.
Τι ωραίο.
Τι ωραίο φόρεμα.
Φόρεμα. Τι ωραίο φόρεμα. Τι ωραίο. What a beautiful dress. Tioreo. Forma. That's so weird. It only has four declensions. 4 cases, sorry, 4 cases. Nominative, genitive, accusative, vocative. Yeah. I guess it's pretty much like, wait, what does German have? German has nominative, genitive, accusative, and dative? I don't remember what German has. Basically, like, the vocative form is not even used that much, so yeah. So it's just vocative. But I think maybe ancient Greek had more though. So I Google translated my grandpa's unmodified last name, Stephanidis, and oh, that's what it gave you? Stephanidis. That makes sense. I mean, I've got a crown in nation in Chinese now. Well, that's good. What, wait, it was called nation and not countries? Oh dear. Andy actually redeemed the dual status and wants me to do Chinese, but he's not here today, so I'm gonna do it next time. Oof, I want to look at some Greek again from the start. Because when he came to America in the time of Ellis Island, they did Americanize everything. I mean, I have a Chinese name and I have an English name. Only my English name is legal, actually. So, which is, I guess, probably a good thing. The date is important. I don't remember anything. The date. To? E Amere?
Ημερομηνία.
Ημερομηνία. Ine. See, I remember Ine. Semantiki. Yeah, everyone had to do that though. Everything had to be like, well, Americanized, anglicized basically. Because North America was just all English, right? Originally. They won the war. Imeromini. Oh, I missed the accents on E. Imeromania.
Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
So, Defakyle, why don't you learn some Turkish and Greek, actually? Might be fun. I should learn some Turkish. Some more Turkish.
Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
I don't remember Turkish.
Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
Αύριο.
Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία. Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
Πιθανή.
Πιθανή. Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
I think that's what he said.
Ημερομηνία. Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
You know, I really don't have problems remembering where the accent goes in Spanish, but with Greek, because I'm reading Greek letters too, I have so many problems remembering where the accent goes sometimes. Ine. I remember that one. Mia. What's the next word? Ine mia.
Αύριο είναι μία πιθανή ημερομηνία.
Plus, there's different ways to write the sound E. which is really kind of Pithani. See, P, then ni. This is like E and E. They're pronounced the same way, spelled differently. Emeromania. Emeromania. SCK. You and I, yes. SCK ego. SCK ego. You and I. Emeromania. Nia. Emeromania. Now, so far, I can't figure out when they use which, how they write which I. You are not available. Then ise, then ise. 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 That's the singular one. Then ise. See, you can also say then iste. Then iste. Via. Oh, ise. Diathesimos. I don't know the declined form. I want to try the plural forms, but diathesimos. But they're giving me the singular. I'll avoid going into too much depth about historical American domestic and foreign policy too much because I'm an anti-patriot and I don't want to roll in the dark clouds. Oh, yeah. Guess you also don't want anyone trying to find you on Twitch too with that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really do feel bad for some people that are stuck in the States and they don't want to be there. It's not fun being stuck anywhere you don't want to be, honestly. I mean... Hi, I'm from Sweden. Crack. Hi from Sweden. How are you today? I don't know any Swedish actually, but Mike is from Norwegian. He can probably say hello. I think he can say hello in Swedish. Who gave me... Wait, who just... Oh, hi. Oh, thanks for the follow. From Sweden. And so... Ego... And hey. Okay, hey. Is it hi? Is it pronounced hi or hey? Ego Pino... I think he mistyped something. Nero? I'm drinking water. You know, Mike says hi. Yeah, Mike's Norwegian. Wait, but Mike, you said... Did you say Danish was easier for you than Swedish? I can't remember. And how are you today, Crack? 1515, Crack. I guess I'll just call you Crack. Written Danish is closer. Yeah, okay. Hey. Spoken Swedish is closer. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, thumb up.
Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός μου άντρας.
Αυτός. So you speak Swedish and English, I'm guessing, Crack?
Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός μου άντρας.
Are you studying any languages? Αυτός.
Αυτός. Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός μου άντρας. Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός μου άντρας.
Άντρας. Αυτός είναι ο. Okay. I can type these words. Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός.
Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός μου άντρας.
Μελλοντικός. 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 Μελλοντικός.
Αυτός είναι ο μελλοντικός μου άντρας.
Μου άντρας. Μου άντρας. No, accent is wrong. Why? Andras. See, oh yes, and So you speak Swedish and English, and you're learning French and Spanish, or do you speak French and Spanish? Yeah. Oof. I hate that. Yes, but where else would you put it? Oh, you speak French and Spanish. Oh, that's interesting. Me gusta el español. Actually, it's more like me encanta el español. And Mike is learning Spanish too, actually. And then Theta is on the... Oh. Well, I guess you have a point there, Mike. I don't know. Sí, es muy bonito. Es muy bonito. Sí, sí. And j'ai grandi en apprenant le français, mais je ne le parle pas. And that's all I'm gonna say about French for me. That's all I ever say about French. Yeah, I'm Canadian, so I had well, to be fair, I didn't have to learn as much French as I did. But we all have to learn a little bit of French in Canada. Toyevma. See, I'm just trying to get the Greek skills to level 2, but they're giving me a lot of typing in Greek, which I like, but I also need to hear Greek more, so I also need the other. Toyevma ine mikro. Yeah, mikro, yet nice. I don't know these words. Ostoso. Oreo. I think Deathakale went to go practice some German in Czech. I had forgotten what it's like to be early on in a course and have Duolingo give you the whole sentence when you only want to know one word. Aftos. I'm sorry. Aftos troi. Wait, what's Evie? What's Evie mean? Popcorn. Yeah, popcorn. I actually got that right. I'm around. I may mute though because I'm trying to focus. Okay. That's alright. I usually just try to turn the volume down on some of this stuff when I'm listening to other streams at the same time. Evie is already? Oh, I forgot that. See, this is so bad. I really need to do teach yourself Greek if I want to get better, because I learned when I was studying Dutch and Spanish, I played the audio on when I went to sleep. Like, Reddy eats popcorn.
Είναι ζωντανός.
I want popcorn.
Είναι ζωντανός.
So, Crack, how is your day, and what have you been doing? Είναι?
Είναι ζωντανός.
Zontanos?
Είναι ζωντανός.
Zontanos. Είναι zontanos? I hope that's right. Yeah, okay, I think I got that right. What does that mean? He is alive. That makes sense. He is zontanos. He is alive, people. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Hello, everyone. Language Lab is just saying hi. Just saying hi. It's like, good language students. We're being good language students. I might need to take a break in a bit, though. But I think I need to take like a 5-minute break, a potty break. Nay. Nay. It is possible. Pidano? Ne pedano. I do think Greek is easier to pronounce than Russian, though.
Αυτή είναι η μελλοντική μου γυναίκα.
She is my future wife. We got the sentence earlier. Yes, future wife.
Μελλοντική.
She's my future wife. Some people are so certain about these things. I don't understand.
Το πουκάμισο είναι διαθέσιμο σε άσπρο ή μπλε.
The shirt is
Διαθέσιμο
available
σε
in.
άσπρο.
The shirt is available in white and blue. Bleh, bleh.
Μπλε. Πουκάμισο.
Wait, what did? Or blue. Ah.
Bleh.
E. First lesson completed in Greek for the first time in forever. I could pretty much only remember one word ago. You remember Ise? Ine? I know. I feel the same way, Mike. I feel the same way. I go back to these courses after I finish them, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember anything. I messed up. I don't know why I put that.
Ο παππούς μου είναι ένας δημοφιλής συγγραφέας.
My dad is a... What?
Ο παππούς μου είναι ένας δημοφιλής συγγραφέας.
Δημοφιλής. My dad is a popular?
Δημοφιλής.
Συγγραφέας.
Συγγραφέας.
My dad is a popular
Συγγραφέας.
writer. Oh, Pampus. It's his grandfather. Oh no.
Το μελλοντικό μου επάγγελμα είναι γιατρός.
Okay, my future
Επάγγελμα.
profession
Μελλοντικό.
is a doctor.
Γιατρός.
This is just doesn't make... I'd never say it that way in English. My future profession is a doctor. I guess you could, but it feels weird. Yeah, as a doctor, thank you.
Το πουκάμισο είναι διαθέσιμο σε άσπρο ή μπλε.
The shirt is available in white or blue.
Διαθέσιμο.
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 Διαθέσιμο. Σε άσπρο μπλε. Okay. I feel that way too, Mike. With a lot of languages, I have to go back and I'm like, oh wait, I think I remember maybe a pronoun too.
Ο παππούς μου είναι ένας δημοφιλής συγγραφέας.
This was my grandfather.
Παππούς.
Or my grandpa. My granddad is a popular writer.
Συγγραφέας.
Συγγραφέας. Oof. Yeah, oof. I mean, I got one wrong. It's alright. It's alright. Okay, one more Greek. So, Mike, do you think we should...
Αυτός είναι ανεξάρτητος για την ηλικία του.
I'm wondering if we should do language guesser or not today. I think it's fine in terms of copyright stuff, but they cover a lot in the tips of basics 1, all articles in all cases, all definite articles. I mean, yeah, I should just... You want to do language guesser? Alright. I'm not too worried about the copyright on language guesser because it's an educational game. Nate was just expressing some concerns to me about it. And I'm like, Nate, I love you and everything, but it's a lot to cover. All definite articles. You think that was a lot to cover for the first lesson? Or was it for first skill? They barely use any... yeah, I know. He is...
Αυτός είναι ανεξάρτητος για την ηλικία του. Ανεξάρτητος.
He is independent.
Για.
For...
Την ηλικία του. Ηλικία.
He's independent for his age. Independent for his age. Alright, actually, I do need to take a quick little break. I will be right back, people. Just a little, like, I need the bathroom. Potty break. So, Here's a little bit of music for now. Be right back. I am back. Let's see. Am I there? Yeah, I'm there. Sorry about that. I didn't realize the music was loud. Or at least it sounded loud to me. Hope it wasn't too loud for everyone. Yes, they cover indefinite articles as well. I should go look up those notes again. I really need to pull up the notes. Hold on, let's see. Can I pull up the notes over here? Tips and notes. Yeah, I like Duolingo because it has the older notes. I don't know if they changed the notes on the Greek course, but no, English to Greek. Here's this one. Okay, I have that. Alphabet. Accents, punctuation marks. I think I need more tea. They forgot about Linux, man. Windows and Mac. It's alright. It was easy to add the Greek keyboard on here. Okay, yeah, definite articles. Yeah, see this is pronounced E, and that's pronounced E. You have to know the grammar really well to be able to make the distinction. If you don't know your grammar, you're kind of screwed. Why don't I remember this? But they did put a lot in the first. This is what, the second skill, basics 1? Oh, good. Yeah, I guess they just gave you the whole table, but they didn't use all of it, right? They didn't use all of it in the actual skill. But I think they start using these later, the accusative and the genitive, the vocative. Antrayinika. I get that it's not supposed to be practiced all at once before you start learning, but the tips page is brutal considering it's only basics 1 and the second lesson in the course. I don't mind though. I don't mind them giving me the table and the tips and notes though. It's just if they expect me to remember all of that, and I'll be like, what? But it's alright. Y Andres. Andres. Yeah. Did they do that with the Russian one too? I don't remember. Yeah. Enas. Mia. Anna. Okay, let's go back to the lesson now. It should help me. Okay, he's independent for his age. Next. A military career. Anna or Mia? So, Anna was, neuter. Anos. Oh, well, but then Anna can be accusative. Anna. Why did they do that? I think, was this because... I think they used this one when the next word begins with a vowel. I can't remember now. No, back to this one. And Mia. Oh, Mia. This is so bad. Mia. Oh yeah, stratiotiki. Stratiotiki. And they put carriera. Okay, next. I eat the whole apple. Ego. No, it's not peanut. Tro. The whole apple. Apple to. The whole apple. Throw.
Throw.
Olok. Liro. Olok. Milo.
Ολόκληρο.
Olokrio. Milo. To. Olokrio. Olokiro. Milo. No? Oh. Olokiro. Wait, what? So we have to say whole before the? No, they tricked me here. I don't know my Greek grammar. I need to read some Greek grammar. Okay, so olokliros must go before the article. Olokliro. It's the only adjective I know that behaves like this. And I think there may be some more queries about it scattered through the discussion pages. Okay, let's go here. We do. Yay. Yay, spiser hella. Let. We do it like that as well, but it still sounds weird to me. You mean it sounds weird to you even in Norwegian? Well, I understand why in Norwegian though, because you put the article, you attach the article to the noun to the end of the noun. I can understand that in Norwegian, but in Greek, it's not attached to the noun. Yeah, the Greek one sounds weird. Yeah, because I think it's not attached to it. So she said that, yes, it's wrong syntax. Okay, so this is just a weird oddity. Okay, so this is just a weird oddity of Greek, because they're saying it's an exception. It's a weird exception. I'll leave it at that. Jeg spiser heller eplet. Jeg spiser et helt eple. I eat a whole apple. Yeah. I think the Norwegian one would be easier to remember because the article gets attached to the noun, but the Greek one is just like, wait, what? So I got that wrong just because it's an exception that I didn't really know. So when they're talking about the whole thing, you have to put whole before the. Okay, next. The boy, how did I say the boy again? And it's so weird now because I'm thinking about Greek. I'm trying to translate it in Greek and then I get Italian. Ragazzo. I get weird. Non-monolingual problems, mate. Non-monolingual problems, people. I'm trying to learn another language and some other random language comes into my brain. I just splashed water all over my glasses. Togori. Then, ine. Ipelvino? Oh. That's such a weird word. Ipedino. To ogori then ine. Ipedino. Ipedino. Right?
Υπεύθυνο.
Ipedino. To micro. The small. What's Suzuni? I forget what Suzuni. Suzuni. What's Suzuni mean again? Bug. The small bug. Pti. Ine. Anna. Independent. Yeah, a unica. I know it's unica. Annex. Sartiti. Unica. No, Mia. Anna is neuter, Mia is feminine.
Δεν είναι απαραίτητο.
Then, ine.
Δεν είναι απαραίτητο.
Appa. What?
Δεν είναι απαραίτητο.
Apparetito. Oops. Retito. The man. O Andras. Ehi. Anna. Military code. Stratiotico. No. O Andras Ehi. Anna.
Στρατιωτικό.
Stratiotico. Yeah, okay. Stratiotico. Palto. What a weird... See, the vocabulary for Greek is always going to trip me up because I don't know all the... Andras. Yeah, it should be on the first. The accent should be on the first. Andras. Ehi, ena. Stratiotico palto. Stratiotico palto.
Ποια είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία?
Ποια
είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία?
είναι
Ποια είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία?
ποια είναι
Ποια είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία? Απαραίτητο.
No.
Ποια είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία? Η ημερομηνία.
Epiphany. Epiphany. It sounds like epiphany. Epiphany.
Ποια είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία?
Ημερομηνία. Ημερομηνία. What is the official date? Ημερομηνία is date. Epiphany is official. Ποια είναι.
Ποια είναι η επίσημη ημερομηνία?
So be careful. This is not ποια. It's ποια. Ποια είναι. Koritsi reminds me of... Oh wait, what's Koritsa? Koritsi is girl, right? What's Koritsa? Yeah, the accents are all over the place in Greek, aren't they? Koritsa. Chicken. It is the final season. Ine. Let's try this. Teleki. Epoche. Oh, epoche. Epoche. It is the final season is epoch. Koritsi? Is it neuter? What do they not say? Oh, they don't have girl. Looks like Tokuritsi. Because it's Oandras and Iinika and Tokuritsi. But, I mean, girl is neuter in Dutch too, in German, yeah, Maisha. But it's because in Dutch it's het, Maisha. That's a diminutive, so it would be het. But I think it's de meid, which is in Dutch is not girl, it's the maid. Or something. Okay, fine, it's a girl. That's much and that's well. But all het words in Dutch are neuter, so.
Ένας σκύλος είναι απαραίτητος.
Ένας. Oh, back to Greek. Ένας σκύλος.
Ένας σκύλος είναι απαραίτητος.
Σκύλος.
Ένας σκύλος είναι απαραίτητος.
Είναι.
Ένας σκύλος είναι απαραίτητος.
Απαραίτητος. Απαραίτητος. Yeah, I keep doing that. It's skillos. Είναι.
Ένας σκύλος είναι απαραίτητος.
Απαραίτητος.
Ένας σκύλος είναι απαραίτητος.
Είναι. Anna? It's gotta be Anna. Anna. Epissimo. Really? Είναι. Yeah, I can say αυτό είναι ένα επίσημο δείπνο. I really need to hear this.
Είναι ένα επίσημο δείπνο.
Δείπνο. But that's because the words that end with 10 and 9 are neuter. Yeah, because they are diminutives. Yeah, Fraulein. Yeah, it's the same as Dutch with het Meisje.
Το αγόρι είναι ανεξάρτητο. Το αγόρι είναι ανεξάρτητο.
Gori? Can't remember.
Το αγόρι είναι ανεξάρτητο.
Είναι?
Το αγόρι είναι ανεξάρτητο. Αγόρι. Το αγόρι είναι ανεξάρτητο. Ανεξάρτητο.
Annex. Arito. I think. Annexarito. It's like annex. Annexarito. Annexartito. Annexartito. It has the word annex in it. Annexartito. Annexartito. Independent. Annex. So when you annex something, it becomes separate from the whole, from the other thing. So therefore, it's independent. Think I'm on to something now. Trying to remember Greek vocabulary. He is a military doctor. Αυτός είναι
Αυτός.
Ένας, yes. Masculine. Ένας. Ένας. Στρατιωτικός. Γιατρός. Okay. I eat the whole apple. Εγώ πίνω. No, Troy. Pino's a drink. Oh yeah, this one, the whole apple. We have to put whole, and it has to be whole the apple. Milo. That's what they wanted. Tro. Olokriro to Milo. Great. Eleni Troy. Yes. Troy to Milo. Greek words are more difficult to remember than words in another. Yeah, they are, because I mean it's Greek. I mean Greek is a separate family within Indo-European, right? Which is why it's like I want to learn Albanian, because it's basically in its own family. It's not, I mean, it's not an isolate at all. It's not, but it's in its own family. Enough Greek for now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna finish this lesson, and then I'm gonna do some Dutch Clozemaster. She is Afti Ine Mia independent and next sar ki no annex rtt annex rtt annexartity. Okay, stress is wrong. Annexartity. Yineca. Mas Espanol. It really is the easiest one for English speakers, basically. I will do 2 tests so I can finish school 3. Then maybe I should do some try some Clozemaster. Clozemaster can be pretty fun sometimes. Okay, almost
Η δύσκολη ημέρα.
Ημέρα day.
Δύσκολη.
The difficult day.
Ημέρα.
So, which one do you think is harder? The Chinese words or the Greek words? I practiced some tenses again today. Haven't done it in a little while. Went well, but I didn't do that much. Yes, you know what? I really should do my Spanish memorize. But I don't... The problem with memorize, though, is that for some reason, even though I press pause when I'm doing memorize, it still continues on me and tells me I'm wrong. What? I mean, Chinese is still harder to read. That's the biggest thing. But the vocabulary, I don't know which... Yeah. Greek vocabulary just hurts my head. Afti ine responsible for it. How do I say responsible? I couldn't find the Hanzi. I found a word earlier that I couldn't type in Chinese. Couldn't find the Hanzi. You can try this. Go here. You can type the meaning in English. You can type the English one, like if you type like fire. Oops, that's Greek. You can type fire and still find it. To ask, where are you? Did I found fire. See? To ask, where are you? Nisha. So you want the word for where are you? Nard? Nard? I don't know, I don't usually use pinyin unless, like, I don't know how to type the character. Nard, yeah. Where's my pinyin? Nar. You have to type the R because it's really na er together. Yeah. So you'd have to type ni and then zai and then na and then er to get it, I think is what it is. I can't see that, it's too small for me. Yeah, I think that's it. Oops! Where did it go? Why is it doing that? Why is it disappearing on me? No, it's because that thing is actually R-E-R. It's romanized as E-R. So yeah, to type it you have to type R. I think I have it here. Why is it not doing it right? Yeah, you have to type ER to get that, that's why. Hardest language in the world is when a polyglot learns a non-European language and those polyglots speaks X amount of languages videos, but they're all European language. You've noticed that too, Epic, haven't you? You've noticed that too. Nate and I have had discussions about this, about polyglots, which is why I don't call myself a polyglot. They tend to speak like Spanish, French, Italian, maybe Chinese thrown in to be different, and maybe some Arabic or something. But I actually follow somebody on Duolingo who speaks Mandarin, Arabic, and, well, English, and something else. I think it was like predominantly Mandarin, Arabic, and English, which are 3 distinct languages. That's pretty impressive to me. And they don't mention that. They don't mention that in the tips. That are? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, because they didn't teach that R as a separate thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. They just say, yeah, because it just sounds like nar. Nar. It's really nar. Spanish, French, Italian, great minds think alike. So funny you've noticed that too, Epic. Learns a non-European language and those polyglots speaks X amount of languages videos, but they're all European languages. Yeah, I don't consider myself a polyglot. It depends on your definition of polyglot. Polyglotalism or whatever, or multilingualism. I don't consider myself a polyglot. I mean, the loosest definition of polyglot is being able to read and write in multiple languages, which I think a lot of people can do, but I know R's, but that sounds like R. That's why Nate says it sounds like Chinese pirates, okay? I said, oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember this word, this Greek word. Ipedhini. Loki 2504 and are they on YouTube? But 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 then when you study outside of non-European languages, some of them start sounding the same because there's some, I mean, for Japanese, I can look at Japanese characters and figure it out. And if I know more Chinese characters, I'll figure out what the writing is, but I won't be able to really speak Japanese because vocabulary is different. Korean, though, on the other hand, has a lot of borrowed words from Chinese, which I actually found Korean fairly easy to pick up some things. Go look these up for now. And here's the other one. Yeah, Cherokee. They actually, there's Cherokee on here. Oh, let me get out of that. I need some more water. I did learn a little bit of Cherokee, enough to recognize when I'm actually looking at Cherokee writing. I think, I do remember one thing from Cherokee, OCO. What I think that means, I don't know if that means hello though. I forget what it means. But there's Cherokee on Mango Languages, which is kind of fun. And that was fun, trying to figure out how to type in Cherokee.
Listen to the following conversation.
Yeah, OCO is hello.
OCO, Tohijo.
OC, Wadon, Nihina.
Tohigo, Wadon.
Osta,
I thought they had OCO.
Kohiiga, Doka.
What doing?
Hawa. Kohiya, Donata Gonhai.
Donata Gonhai.
Hey Rachel, how's it going? This was actually fun to try and it was fun trying to learn how to write this and type it. Well, type it mostly. It sounds weird. It's cute.
The Cherokee language has its own syllabic writing system. However, it can be spelled phonetically using Latin letters,
It also has tones,
which are all pretty straightforward. Apart from V, that sounds like the in hut, but with a nasalized quality. Vowel length and pitch are very important in Cherokee. Short vowels are usually indicated by a dot after the vowel letter. For example, the word...
Okay, she's talking too much. She doesn't have to keep talking.
Coal can be written with the
that
vowel
second
of the
one
first
looks like
syllable
Greek.
written
The second guy?
because it is short.
This guy? Yeah, he's Asian, okay. He looks Greek? Could also be Turkish, I don't know. It's all Greek to me. It is all Greek to me, oh my god, Elenica. But I like it. I like Greek. He mainly learns African and indigenous languages of the Americas. Okay, cool. Hey, Rachel. It sounds weird. The Cherokee sounds weird. It's amusing. We are good, Rachel. We're having fun. How are you today? What were you up to today? These languages are too transcendent for me to understand. Well, we can always do some Swahili for Mike. Yes, I don't appreciate weird writing systems, especially tones. What are you looking up? Just been chilling and having some... Oh, they're just talking about... Epic is just talking about these other self-proclaimed polyglots that aren't too bad, I guess, because they're not doing Indo-European languages. They're doing, like, other languages, but I mean, do they find Indo-European languages easy enough to do? Is Havoc still going? Rachel, I think we're gonna try Language Guesser in a bit, but I need to finish this Greek lesson and do some Clozemaster, and then we'll do some Language Guesser. No, she finished. Okay. Ah! What am I doing? I wasn't done translating the sentence.
Αυτός δεν είναι επίσημος.
Okay, that was dumb. Okay, Aftos. He isn't...
Αυτός δεν είναι επίσημος.
Epissimos. Epissimos. What does epissimos mean again? Epissimos. Language guesser with the new terms of service your birth. Yeah, but technically it falls under fair use. Because it's a language game. It's about language more than the video. He isn't formal? He isn't official? Okay. Wait. What? That's what they want. Madhu says his two best languages are Spanish and English to good enough. Los estudiantes están saliendo de la biblioteca. Are you back on Spanish now, Mike? Hi, Lexi, Hexi, Lurk. Yes, but Lexi, a stream without you is like a garden without flowers. What's the EU rules on educational games? Because Language Guesser is actually made by a Swedish. It's made by a Swedish thing. We're gonna try it anyways. Let's see. It's made by this, which I believe. I think they're located in Sweden. So let's see. About. No, wait. Are they in Germany? Wait, where is this? No, Switzerland? Schweiz? I don't know. What do you guys think? Language guesser? I'm glad I've reached present progressive. Lurk. Ni Zainar. Article 13 means you can't. Really? Interesting. What's the Article 13 saying? Give me the link. Yeah, Nate was kind of worried about it. Well, the thing is, it's a game. Now, if it's okay for them to have it on their website, it also depends on the terms of, it depends on Twitch's agreements with various games, for various games.
Μία νύχτα είναι απαραίτητη.
Μία νύχτα. My niece is independent. No, my niece is απαραίτητη.
Απαραίτητη.
What?
Νύχτα. Μία.
What?
Είναι.
Oh, sorry. I said my. Why did I? Mike. Spanish. I said my. The night. Nichta is night. The night is. A night is necessary. A night is necessary. It doesn't come into force till June 2020, and the UK aren't going to follow it. I think you'll be fine. The funny thing is, I haven't had anything muted. None of my VODs have been muted yet from Language Guesser. That's the funny thing, because I'm wondering if because they're putting, most of the videos they're putting up aren't really from super famous people, I guess. I don't know. Depends. I mean, we did get CL one time. Only good thing from Brexit. Probably safe. Wait, but is Article 13 just the UK? No, that's the EU one, right? Yeah, the EU one.
Ένας ολόκληρος μήνας.
I'll have to look it up later.
Ένας ολόκληρος μήνας.
Yeah. Oh. Minas. I forget. I knew this word the other day.
Ολόκληρος μήνας.
A whole month. And this is a question. My brain is dead. That's not Greek. FD. Ine. Responsible for it. Responsible. Epetheny. I don't know. I can't figure out how to remember this. Epetheny. Epetheny. For it. Epetheny. Yafto. Yeah. Well, at least the fun thing about Greek is that the syntax seems to be about the same as English. Like, this is literal as she is responsible for it. Ahora mismo estoy aprendiendo mucho. Yes, Mike is learning a lot right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the EU site. I'll probably figure out some time and just read the EU thing. Okay, where are we? 69. Whatever. Okay, there's 2 more left in there. Oh, who cares? Okay, so yes, we found a Greek exception. The whole meal in Greek has to be whole the meal. Way to hurt my head. And can close that for now. Okay, Clozemaster. I need to switch over. I should switch my category actually. Clozemaster. Edit stream info. Clozemaster time. Clozemaster. Alrighty, ready. Aprendiendo? Why does it sound weird to you? Aprendiendo. Ahora mismo estoy aprendiendo mucho. I love Spanish actually. It's easy. I don't know why it's so easy. What 69, Rachel? What are you doing now? Interesting. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. Oh, my dual experience points was 69 today? Was it really? It doesn't show it though. It only showed it in the screen, in the... Yeah, it is right there. You like that, don't you? Do you want me to clip this for you? I can clip this. I'm gonna end up doing, I might do more later though. I think at one point I had like 888 points in a league one time. You're already doing it. You love 69, Rachel. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, no, Clozemaster time. Oh dears. Let's do some easy Dutch. Not gonna answer though. Not gonna explain this on stream.
We zijn maar vrienden.
This is a language and culture learning stream. It's family friendly. It's a number. No, seriously, I do worry sometimes that my sister might be in some strange mood and just be listening in with my nephews or something. So.
We zijn maar vrienden.
We zijn maar. Oops, I'm typing in Greek.
We zijn maar vrienden.
I really need to listen to I need to do the teach yourself Greek and teach yourself Russian. I wouldn't explain it on stream either. Yeah.
Kan ik haar naar huis brengen?
Kan ik haar naar huis brengen? I mean, that being said...
Kan ik haar naar huis brengen?
That being said, some kids are pretty aware of certain things fairly early on. I'd say between the ages of 10, like probably even earlier. But by the time a kid is 10, parents should be sitting there and talking with their kids. Don't wait until they're 18. Don't wait until they're 16 and run off with some guy, especially the girls. I mean, and don't wait till your son is like 16 and stalking some girl. You gotta talk to your kids a lot sooner than you think. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But it's not my responsibility to educate the kids on that. It's the parents.
Kan ik haar naar huis brengen?
Yeah, you knew what this stuff was when you were about 12. Exactly. So.
Misschien was je het. Misschien was je het.
Kids know a lot more than people think. Your time primary school, at least, yeah.
Mijn moeder kan niet komen.
But it's so sad that kids have to learn this in school and not from their parents in a way. But I also understand, I mean, parents get a little squeamish about this stuff, so...
Mijn moeder kan niet komen.
My mom can't come.
Ik zie nog altijd niets.
Ik zie nog
altijd niets. Ik zie nog altijd niets.
I still don't see anything. Ik zie nog altijd niets. Yes, so Rachel, you stepped in just in time for Dutch practice.
Ik heb haar gezicht niet graag.
Ik heb haar gezicht niet graag. Gezicht, her face. This is so mean!
Ik heb haar gezicht niet graag.
Oh, me and my mom joke about all that stuff all the time. Yeah, when you get older, yeah. Ik heb haar gezicht niet graag. Isn't this a main sentence? I don't like her face. It's like, who says things like that? Well, I mean, guess you wouldn't say it directly to a person. You wouldn't say, I don't like your face. That's mean. School 3 done. What? In Spanish? Wait, are you getting them all the way to level 5, Mike? I'm almost... Actually, you know what? I should do some Spanish after. I'm in the mood to study today. Don't ask me why.
Hij had het erg druk en toch kwam hij ons helpen.
Hij had het erg druk. Sometimes when they say druk, it sounds like terug. Terug.
Hij had het erg druk en toch kwam hij ons helpen.
I was very busy and... Oh, still he came to help us?
Hij had het erg druk en toch kwam hij ons helpen.
I guess that's what I can say when I graduate from high school as well. School 3 done. So close to the end. Estoy cerca del fin de la escuela. Yes, you are.
Ik voel me niet lekker.
And then there's more stuff.
Ik voel me niet lekker.
Ik voel me niet lekker.
Ik voel me niet lekker.
I don't feel well. Ik voel me niet lekker. I don't feel well. Yes, this is another instance where lekker does not mean tasty. We don't translate this as I don't feel tasty.
Ik heb geen idee waar je het over hebt.
Idee.
Ik
I
heb
have
geen
no
idee
idea
waar
what
je het
you're
over
talking
hebt.
about. And
Dat klopt, ja.
dat klopt. Klopt, ja.
Dat klopt,
That's
ja.
right. I wonder, I haven't heard from Nate in a while. I've been trying to wrap my head around separable verbs at the moment. The word order is killing me. Oh, Rachel, did I already give you the Did I already give you this site? Okay, wait. This is in the Dutch. This is actually Dutch, teaching Dutch for Dutch right now. But there is the English site. So let me figure out how to get back to the English site. Oh, there's the British flag. Okay, they actually use a British flag on this one. Did I give you the site? Yeah, they have really good stuff on the grammar. So if you want, so you understand sort of when to separate the verbs, right? So you might need to look up. You might need to look up the separable verb part. Yeah, and they have a list of separable and inseparable verbs. And then, but the best one that I read first, the very first article on here that I read first was the word order. This whole section on word order. It was just the best. Because the thing with separable verbs is hard to tell when it's actually part of a verb or some weird preposition thing. So this is actually super helpful. What's not British? This? You know, they use the British flag here. Sorry, UK flag, you're right. The British flag is probably different, isn't it? Clozemaster time. Mike, are you doing Spanish Clozemaster? 38% done with the 100 most. That's good. Play 1 round of listening for free per day. Yes. Get Clozemaster Pro for unlimited speaking as well. Oof. Yeah, they changed it. You can do speaking practice once a day now. There isn't a British flag. No, doesn't England have a flag? Doesn't, like, I assume England, Wales, and Scotland each have flags. Oh, well, I guess I'll do vocabulary. Yeah. That's what happens to me, Mike. But Mike, I think there's tons of Spanish on there. There's tons of Spanish on there. You can do, like, is there Spanish from Norwegian? Like, there's Spanish from French, Dutch, Russian, German, Italian, Polish, English, Portuguese, Bulgarian, Swedish. Yes, there is Spanish from Swedish and Danish, and Spanish from Hungarian. I know, Bryn, it's not the UK. Let me just piss off all the Northern Irelanders. I'm just doing it from English at the moment. All right, Mike. But that's how you get more listening practice, though. That's a lot of listening practice, actually, when I think about it for Spanish. Yeah, each country has a flag. England's flag is white with a red cross. Yes, but I can't call. What do we call people from UK? We don't call them UKers. I mean, I guess I could call it the UK flag, but it's kind of awkward to say UK. Just doing it from English at Grr. That's even worse to say! It's a flag. It represents English. Most Union Jacks are made incorrectly. Oh dear. Oh dear. Man, that's just the name of the flag. I know it is. The name of the flag is just worse to say. You know, my mom would just say it's the English flag. Honestly. It don't matter. They don't care. Nobody cares about the political boundaries at all. That's what I was saying about Holland and Ireland. I guess Holland doesn't really exist. I'm like, Holland exists just about as much as Ireland does. And it just kind of makes some Irish people from the Republic of Ireland really, really angry with me. One part of the lines are thicker than the other, and the thicker part should hang at the bottom. Oh, with the Union Jack. That's actually funny. Teresa, you don't like tea bags anyways, Rachel. You're happy to throw tea bags out. And besides, it was the Boston Tea Party where they got rid of all the tea. No, fake Brit. You are a fake Brit, aren't you? Okay, I did this one, right? Okay, next one. Okay, yeah. I am also fake Chinese. Not really Chinese. I don't have Chinese nationality. I was just brought up with Chinese culture. Or rather, Cantonese culture. Which way you want to look at it?
Laat mij weten als iets is dat ik kan doen.
Oh my god, laat mij weten, blah 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 blah. And the missing word is weten.
Laat mij weten als iets is dat ik kan doen.
I really prefer the male voice better. I don't know. I don't like the female voice on here for the Dutch. Half the time it sounds like she's yelling at me.
Laat mij weten als iets is dat ik kan doen.
So what have you been doing today, Rachel? What are you up to? How is Minecraft?
Dat zou je niet meer nodig hebben.
It's tea or flea. How is Minecraft, Rachel?
Dat zou je niet meer nodig hebben.
Dat zou je niet meer nodig hebben.
Dat zou je niet meer nodig hebben.
Oh, sorry. Here's the French. Vous n'aurez plus besoin de ça. Dat zou je niet meer nodig hebben. Not much. You ordered inline skates? Why'd you order inline skates? And I can't type. Don't throw away perfectly good tea. You like skating?
Zoals wel meer gebeurt, is er nog niet.
And you're thinking about tea and flea at the same time. Normally I ice skate.
Zoals wel meer gebeurt, is er nog niet.
Gebeurt. Comme c'est souvent le cas, elle est encore absente. As is often the case, she is absent again.
Zoals wel meer gebeurt, is er nog niet.
I actually do like skating myself, but I hurt my knee doing taekwondo years ago, and if I turn my knee inwards, I'll get because I have a torn meniscus, right, that they couldn't fix. So if I turn my knee slightly inwards at all, I'll get swelling in my knee, which is really painful. And then if it swells too bad, yeah, if it swells up too much, I won't be able to bend my knee or move it very well. It just like hates it. That's why I can't do a lot of taekwondo kicking anymore like I used to. And I love doing taekwondo kicking. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't skate either. Herniated lumbar disc. I mean, I can skate. I just have to retrain myself with like ice skating or inline skating so that I don't turn my knee in. Like I'd have to be just totally retrain myself. And the same with skiing. I mean, I'm Canadian. I learned downhill skiing when I was a teenager. And same with skiing. But skiing, you kind of have to turn your knees in intentionally to skate down the hill. So I can't do downhill skiing anymore. You used to be a kickboxer? Ah, that's cool. He was a skater boy. This is your first pair of inline skates? Yeah, I left mine behind. I got rid of mine in Toronto actually because I think if I get inline skates again, I'm gonna get a better pair. But I still have I kept my ice skates though. I brought my ice skates with me, but I probably need a better pair of ice skates. I only kept my ice skates because there was room in the boxes.
Je kan denk ik maar beter gaan.
Yeah. I mean, I still can do some things in Taekwondo, just very carefully. I just can't kick for 3 hours anymore. Kicking practice was fun. I sent you the link on Discord to the ones I ordered. Let's see, what did you order? Where are they? Wait, oh. The link. Oh, the link. I see. Yeah, I was actually... Yeah, those are probably really nice. Yeah, adjustable. I had some adjustable ones too. I left them behind in Toronto. Well, I donated them to like a used clothing place. So, I think I donated them. Pretty sure I donated. Those are cool. Those look cool, actually. I wanted to get better ones, and I wanted to get better ice skates. And Nate, being from Louisiana, has never skated. Well, no, actually, let me phrase that. He tried roller skates, which are not the same as inline skates. And I keep telling him they're not the same experience. Kickboxing. So when did you do kickboxing?
Je kan denk ik maar beter gaan.
Kale. Can I call you Kyle or Kale?
Je kan denk ik maar beter gaan.
Beter gaan.
Je kan denk ik maar beter gaan.
Oh, what? You can... Denk ik. I think you can... Je pense que tu ferais mieux de t'en aller. I think that it would be better if you go, is what it is. Yeah, I think you better go. I just use the higher skates normally. I could wish Clozemaster indicated whether it wanted imperfect or preterite. I'm too short to develop solid kicks, so I use the term kickboxer loosely, as my upper body technical ability was my strength. Yeah, Nate's got a longer body than he does legs, like proportionally, and he still learned Taekwondo. Well, I taught him Taekwondo. I was teaching Nate Taekwondo, and then eventually he signed up with the school I was at, and then the Taekwondo master there was actually really nice about it, and Nate got quickly promoted from beginner pretty fast to like at least red, and then he got his black belt shortly afterwards. Doesn't really tell a whole story. I kickboxed for like 10 years. Yeah, I did Taekwondo for about at least 12. This is a long time. I lost track now. I only really stopped just before I moved here, so I'm trying to think. Wait, 20 years actually. Like almost 20 years. I only stopped before I moved here, and it was only 20 years. And actually, I was hoping to open a Taekwondo school here.
Je zou denken dat hij ze niet alle 5 heeft.
But I'm thinking it's kind of a blessing I didn't open a Taekwondo school, because with coronavirus I would have had to shut it down. Which would have been just like, you know, well, competitively I wouldn't have stood a chance if I had focused on kicking. I could use my legs to gain points, but my power was in my hands. Yeah, I didn't really do Taekwondo competitively. I did it more for the personal growth.
Je zou denken dat hij ze niet alle 5 heeft.
Plus there's a meditative side to Taekwondo, because of the we do patterns that are just, you know, like any other martial arts patterns, like Tai Chi.
Je zou denken dat hij ze niet alle 5 heeft.
Alle 5 heeft.
Je zou denken dat hij ze niet alle 5 heeft.
On dirait que lui manque un cas. It's like almost 6. You know, I gotta find out what Nate's doing, because he's in the office today and I don't know when he's coming back.
We zijn het niet vergeten.
I don't really like competitions, actually. I didn't really like the Taekwondo competitions. They were just too, like... You're always sitting around waiting. Like, even if they schedule it, their competitions are always delayed or something. And so you're just sitting around all day waiting around. and then you got nothing to do, and you get up and you practice, and then you just kind of like take a break, and then you get up again, and like you're constantly getting warm, like trying to warm yourself up, and then resting again. It's kind of like, it is actually really boring to be in a competition. I was angry not to channel my pain. I am so sorry.
We zijn het niet vergeten.
Vergeten. We zijn het niet vergeten.
We zijn het niet vergeten.
I actually just always wanted to do some kind of martial arts ever since I was a kid, though.
Ik heb een huis.
Ik heb een house. And I picked Taekwondo because I like the way the kicks. I like the kicking
Ik
a
heb een
lot.
huis.
J'ai une maison. They actually have some
Hoe is het
really,
weer?
really precise techniques.
Hoe is het weer?
Hoe is het weer?
Hoe is het weer?
There. But if I ever want to do anything for self-defense, people are interested in martial arts for self-defense reasons. I would recommend Aikido for self-defense. But if you're going to learn Aikido, and you want to defend yourself against something, you're obviously going to be defending yourself against an attacker. You gotta know how people attack. If you don't know anything about how to attack, you will not know how someone will attack you. Now, most of the time, people that attack you aren't going to know martial arts, right? But if you learn to move as fast as somebody who does know how to attack, you have a better chance of defending yourself against a normal attacker. So you attack with ducks. Yes, but Rachel, I've got ninja botch. Used to do Taekwondo, now you Taekwondo. No, I do Taekwondo still. Sometimes. I should practice. Duck bots. Oh, never mind. Rachel's not from here. She fell out of the sky and fell in a pond.
Bel me niet meer op.
No throwing tea allowed!
Bel me niet meer op.
I did. I have an army of me, myself, and I. The problem with most people in a defense situation is that most good people are afraid of hurting someone else and practice restraint even again. That is true. There is actually a very interesting book that I haven't read. There's a book called On Combat that was published by somebody who, I want to say the author was someone who was in the military but studied various different, and the whole premise of the book is basically that even if you learn to defend yourself, you're never going to be completely in control of what happens when you actually get attacked in the situation. It's like, even like with military, they're trained to shoot, but they'll freeze. People will always freeze. What about throwing cheese? Just kick them in the face and break their jaw. Mike, knees. You gotta go for the knees first, because if they're too tall, you just gotta break the knees first and their ankles. If they're male, I know right where I can go. Yeah, that is definitely the biggest one to go in. No, what are you sending now, Meg? Let's get to his Clozemaster.
Zonder mij te zien.
Ze kwam?
Ze kwam voorbij, zonder mij te zien. Ze kwam voorbij, zonder mij te zien.
Stiletto shoes. Yes, Rachel. Stiletto shoes are very, very helpful. Until someone is broken free from the idea of preserving the life of an aggressor, one cannot truly be ready. That is true. But it depends. I mean, you kind of have to. Well, I don't know about everywhere else, but in Canadian law, especially in Ontario, there's a certain law in there about self-defense. You have to defend yourself only to the right amount of force necessary for you to protect yourself and get away. If you use excessive force to defend yourself, you can be responsible for hurting somebody. So in Canadian, especially in Ontario, those laws are a little tricky. So kind of have how to deal with a knife attacker. Oh, I already know how to deal with a knife attacker usually. It's the gun to the back of the head that you don't want to take on. In fact, somebody once asked a friend of mine who was actually one of my early instructors. He wasn't a master of the school, but he was one of my early instructors. He was a black. Was he a black belt already? No, actually, he was a red belt. Like, he was just before black belt when I started training, and he was one of my early instructors. And I watched him get his black belt and get all the way to 4th. No, did he get to 4th? I watched him get his black belt, get up to 3rd dan, and I watched him get to. And then he did Hapkido. I watched him get his black belt in Hapkido, and I watched this guy open his own school teaching Hapkido. So somebody actually asked him at one point, what do you do when somebody comes behind you and puts a gun to the back of your head? His answer? Bend over and pray, because you cannot deal with that situation. Realistically, you're screwed. Just do what they say. There are certain situations that you can defend from. You usually can deal with a knife attacker. And a lot of the instincts for it are contrary to as to what most people might think, but yeah. Oh my god, that video. Yep, seen in the UK. I do know a defense lawyer, so I'm good. Well, that's good. It's a funny video. Really? Okay. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Give me everything.
And you can learn to disarm somebody with holding a gun, but it's highly dependent. They have to be in front of you. Problem with equal force laws is they are made by people who haven't actually been assaulted. Well, it's not equal force. I mean, obviously, if somebody's attacking you, you have to use more force to get away, but it's not exactly equal force. It's slightly different.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Mike, that is reminding me of something funny that happened here. Oh my god, we're walking. And I swear to God, have you guys ever heard this term? You can do an otherwise punishable action as long as it doesn't exceed the threat of the... Exactly. That's the same in Ontario, Canada, actually, Mike. As long as it doesn't exceed the threat. You do just enough to get away is the most important thing. That video just actually reminded me of something that happened in... I don't know. You guys ever heard the word... I don't want to swear. You guys heard the word shit magnet, though? Right? You know? Somebody... Somehow you just attract problems. That's Nate sometimes. So we were walking around one day, and like we're crossing the street, and I guess maybe the traffic lights were kind of broken. So this guy, who's obviously not from around here, I think he was a tourist, he like pulls up his car in front of me, he rolls down his window, and he realizes it's me, but then he says to Nate, he's like, blah, 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 whatever, it's not your light, right? And I'm like, oh my god. If you were in a car in Toronto and randomly pulled up your car next to a pedestrian walking on the street in downtown Toronto and say something to them, you may actually get hurt, even if you're in a car. Somebody might pull out a knife or worse, a gun on you if you start trouble with them in downtown Toronto. I mean, that's not a normal situation, but generally people do not pull their cars up to a pedestrian in downtown Toronto and start talking to them like that. It's just like, wow, dude, you're brave. Don't do that. Amsterdam is a lot safer than Toronto, generally. And I was like, dude, man. Because growing up, I knew people. I knew people when I was growing up, kids, just probably would have a gun on them for a situation like that. I'm not saying it's smart. I'm just saying it's not smart to pull up in a car, roll down your window, and start harassing pedestrians either. It was very funny. People had some strange ideas. So what are we going to do? It's 6 o'clock, actually. I think I've been on 3 hours. Anyways, let's talk about something else instead of the stuff, pretty heavy-handed stuff. I like martial arts. I like, but I also like the very meditative aspect to some of the martial arts stuff, because a lot of it was meant to be more of an internal art. And that's why it's called an art. Apparently, Nora can do that. There's punchline. So, I think I might take a break. I'm not sure. Do we want to do language guesser? Do we want to do language guesser? Are we doing language guesser? I'm not sure who's around. Infinite mode. Or do we want to take a break? Do I want to take a break? Let's see. Let me see who's online right now. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering who is online right now. Oh, hold on a second. This is bad. I was trying to do something and sorry, I'm just gonna go look up something. I wanted to take Tai Chi for therapeutic reasons, but I can't find anything around here that isn't based on the combat. Yeah. I actually did have that problem in Toronto. Well, I think the problem I had back in Toronto with the Tai Chi school is that Tai Chi actually just it was like it warmed me up, and it was at 9 p.m. at night, and it warmed me up for the day. So I just was like, I was like, wow, you know, I kind of makes me want to go and do Taekwondo after Tai Chi. But Tai Chi is definitely good for therapeutic reasons. And I'm sorry you can't find anything but the combat aspect of it. It is unfortunate. I do think it is unfortunate for people. Yes, okay. I'm just trying to see if we want to go raid somebody. I also don't feel comfortable calling some machismo white dude Sifu. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. I mean that instructor that I had for Taekwondo, I call him master. I mean, in Korean they're called sebunim. We call him sebunim for sure because he knows his stuff, and he's a big black dude, but he knows his stuff. He's really good at what he does, and he knows his stuff well, and he has a lot of respect. He has a lot of respect for the Korean martial arts and other martial arts. So, oh, Crack is learning Swedish actually. We can go raid Crack. I still don't feel. Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys want to do anything else? It's been like 3 hours for me. I'm wondering if I should just take a quick break. And I can also raid somebody who's playing a game. Let me just take a look. Yeah, I think it's more of a I should take a break. I could probably sit here and learn languages all day, but I probably should take a break. And oh man, I was supposed to clean up my kitchen too, so there's that reason. All right, so what are you guys in the mood for? Some more language stuff, or do you want a game? Okay, talk to you later. No, we're gonna raid though. We're gonna raid. I just can't decide. So, feedback. Let me see. How about Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think I want to raid. I'm going to cook dinner, so you don't mind either way. Okay. Any glitchless speed run. Let's find somebody that recently started Final Fantasy. I'm just gonna see here. Who is this person? Well, you know what? We will just go raid the, let's go raid Crack 1515. They popped in on here, so I will just go raid them anyways. Oh. Why am I typing in Chinese? That's not helpful. Raid. Okay, we'll do that. And I'm gonna say bye-bye, bye-bye. Thank you everyone for coming by and learning languages and just hanging out and chilling. I might be back later. I think I want to take, this is why I want to take a break. I want to take a break and figure out what I'm gonna do later. Maybe a game, maybe some other game, I don't know. Maybe a strategy game. I have all my animals. See, I have all my animals. I have the Welsh dragon. She wants to say bye-bye. Okay, so we're ready for the raid. Everyone say Ninja Bot raid. And screen on. Okay, and right now